fellas, you must recognize when it's hot and ready and pursue ASAP. You dig? you know what I'm saying? Fella, you must recognize when that motherfucker's ready and pursue it ASAP. Quick. That's the name of the game. But you already know, fellas, I can't do it. I'm gonna do the intro because I'm driving. So you already know I'm gonna make this a little bit quick because I got places to be. So let me go ahead and hit them with a back-to-back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Go get at me in the Gmail, fellas. Support the show with the donations, the Cash App, the PayPal. Get at me in the Patreon. Go join me on Rumble, KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker. Download the Rumble app and go and follow KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker. Let's get it cracking. Like, share, and subscribe also, fellas. Like, share, and subscribe. Always do that. Hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos. I don't think I've said that in the last video. I'll be forgetting and driving, so you know how it be. But certain situations, fellas, you gotta recognize when it's cracking and when it's about to go down. And when you can't recognize when it's cracking and when it's about to go down, you might lose out on the opportunity. And I'm gonna say you might, because if she's into you and you exchange numbers and you may not, get it right then and there because you didn't catch the cue, then there's a chance you can get it again. So I'm gonna say might, but if she's into you and there's a chance, like for an example, you got women out here, fellas, that like what they see and want to get it in. They probably just want some pipe just for that moment, right? And go back to their life, husbands, baby daddies, go back to what they doing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We don't shame them, we don't judge them for it. We here to supply that, right? Give them what they need, and we're gonna push it on. We're gonna keep it pushing just like they are. And but she may not want to exchange numbers, exchange social medias and all that other shit you guys be doing. I advise you guys to give up the number, but y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do anyway. It's gonna take y'all a whole lot to bump your head for you to learn. But exchange social medias and things of that sort. So, and if you're paying attention to the moment and the conversation you guys are having, she may want to get it in right then and there. So you got to take advantage of that time and opportunity, fellas, and make it happen on site. Because there's a chance right there in that realm when she's not trying to exchange nothing that you may not see her again. There's a big chance you ain't gonna see her again, simply because you ain't catch on to the cues. And the reason why you guys don't catch on to the cues so fast is because you guys are not used to experiencing talking to women and conversating with them and being used to their body language, their body language and how their body communicates with you back and forth too when you're talking to them, And you go over to my Mackin session, fellas, and I got the body language breakdown and all that shit on what you can expect when a woman really wants it, or when she's, not really highly into it, but she'll take it, but you might have to, raise her interest a little bit, whatever the case may be, even if you paying attention to the body. That's how deep the game is, fellas. Like, she can say whatever out of her mouth. She can show facial expressions and twirl on her hair and be off into her phone, doing all those things as if she ain't looking at you eye to eye and getting a glimpse of this macking that you coming with, right? And that's cool. She can do all that, but that body language is something different. And a lot of you guys are not used to the body and how the body talks back. You know what I'm saying? The body speaks, really, I'm going to be honest, in the sexual realm, fellas, you will want to pay attention to her body more so than her mind. I mean, more so than the words that's coming out of her mouth. And you know what's coming out of her mouth, coming from her mind, and in some cases the heart, whatever the case, right? But her body speaks it all. You know what I'm saying? The way she's moving, the way she's responding. Like, for example, I had a chick 3 weeks ago, right? We getting on the elevator and shit. She was looking off into her phone. First, she glazed up and looked at me in her eyes. She was on the elevator with some guy, but he ended up getting off on the floor. And she ended up riding it all the way up, rolled past where I was going, right? Because I seen, where I was going. I was going on 7th, 8th floor. She was going like the 12th floor or some shit. So she was going up. So she stayed on there. I don't know if it's her co-worker or some guy I don't know. I think it was her co-worker or something she used to working with. And she was looking at her phone, but while she was with him, she gazed in my eyes a couple of times. I'm like, okay, I get down on this. I'm like, I'm gonna jump down on this ASAP, because I seen he was over here keeping corny conversation and all that shit. So I'm gonna see what's up with this fast, right? Then when he got off on the elevator, left us on there together, he left her. He left her with the lion, so you know what time it was, fella. I had to snatch down and take all that part of the neck out. You dig, with the game. So she looked down her phone and I said, "Oh, I see what it is. Put that phone up." I said, "Matter of fact, take my number and put it in the phone, and you go ahead and put it up and look back in my eyes again." She said, "Okay," instantly, because I paid attention to the body and how she was moving, because the way she was moving in the elevator, fellas, she was more so standoffish from him, and she knows this guy, so she was more standoffish from him towards my way, like pushing towards my way with it. So when he got off, she kind of backed up and let him go by to where she backed up by me, and I got her right there, just by the body language. And of course, we in the corporate building or whatever the case might be, so we ain't gonna make shit happen there. I mean, it could, but we wasn't doing it right there. But she took the number and everything. I chopped her up on the elevator, and now we got that shit set up for this weekend. Just that fast. And this weekend is in like 2 more days. Well, this Saturday coming up. It's Thursday, so Saturday. 2 more days, we got this set up. Just that fast. Just by paying attention to the body language. Yeah, I peeped her eyes and shit, but the body language was giving off the signal that when I get up on it, when I get it, I'm gonna smash. I know what time it is. And just to be on the safe side, fellas, I'm gonna put it in her ear that that's what it is before we make it happen. You dig? So she'll know what it is. Just, to be on the safe side. Even though I got enough game to know that it's mine and I got it, but you want to secure it, fella, especially in today's time. You don't want to, think that you already got everything all in one basket. You get the chick over and shit, or she invites you over and shit, and she ain't really trying to do that. You can play yourself like that. We ain't having that. So you want to stay in that realm of seduction in a sexual flirtatious manner. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys must do that, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Strike. Get down on that motherfucker. Pursue that shit when it's hot and ready ASAP. And that's the game. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the super chat. Once again, fellas, go join me on Patreon, Rumble. You get at me in the Gmail. Holla.